Namaste. Good afternoon to you all, and welcome to Mindfulness Moments. It's a time that we get to take a moment out of our day to really come to your body, to come to your breath, to arrive here, coming back home, as it were, right? We often, as we go through our day, our mind might take us off into a direction that it's a positive thing, right? You're very focused and you're very moving into whatever it is that you're working on in the day. But this is a moment that you can come and really return back home to your body, to feel the sensations of your muscles and your bones and your breath flowing through your body. So welcome. I'm so happy you're here. My name is Evalena. So let's begin. Sit nice and tall. Sit nice and tall. I'm seated on the ground. If that feels good for your practice, feel free to join me. If you want to stay seated in your chair at your desk, absolutely, positively. I will instruct so that we can all move together comfortably. So welcome, welcome. Go ahead and put your arms up to the sky. So just reaching, a big stretch here, turning the palms towards one another. And as you're here, you can feel how your belly engages, reaching open through the top of your chest, and just gently interlace your hands back behind your head, taking whatever seat is comfortable here, and lean back and simply breathe here. Breathe in through your nose, filling your body up. Exhale, emptying, emptying. If you are in a seat, in a chair, you might lean back a bit. Maybe the tips of your shoulders are touching the base of the chair, or the back of the chair. If you're on the ground with me, just looking up, opening up through the front of the chest, just a nice stretch to begin. Go ahead and take the arms up to the sky. Interlace your fingers here and turn the palms all the way up. So we're going to stretch. This is good for the hands also. Relax the head here, a little bobble dolling of your head and neck. Deep breathing. Go ahead and release your hands. We'll twist, taking a twist to the right side. Your left hand rests against your left thigh. Right hand goes back behind you, and sit upright as you're doing that. So sometimes we lean over as we're twisting. See if you can stack the pelvis, stack the spine right up through the crown of your head, and then turn and twist and breathe deeply. Inhaling, filling up. Exhaling through your nose, emptying. We call that the yogic breath, when you're very focused on it. In through your nose, filling up belly and ribs and chest. Exhale, empty, empty, empty completely. Good. Come back to the center. Reach the arms again. A big stretch there, an opening. Turn and twist to the opposite side. Resting your right hand gently against your thigh. You can take the left hand if you're in a chair. Just kind of grab the back of the chair and turn and twist here. Nice full breaths in through the nose and right back out through the nose. Deep, clear breathing. Inhale, come back up to the center. Reach your arms forward and then interlace with the opposite index finger on top. We are really habitual creatures, so shift it up. It'll be the unusual side. Turn your palms forward, let your arm bones come back. And then again, reach your arms all the way up to the sky. Big stretch here. Opening, feeling your way. Belly is strong. Nice. Gently release. You can swirl and twirl into the wrist. Good afternoon, everyone. Excuse me. Join us in a seat. It can be in your chair or on the ground. And then release your hands down to your thighs. If you're in a chair, make sure that the feet are very fully, completely grounded. The knees are tracking right out of your hips. If you're on the ground with me, perfect place to be here. Nice cross-legged position. Round back. We're going to work the spine a little bit. Drop your chin. Feel the tailbone kind of rolling down. And then as you go forward, open up the chest. You can just kind of open your throat and just rock and roll like that, back and forth. Again, sitting as we're working, we sometimes stay in a stationary position for many moments in our day, right? Many moments in our day, getting a flow of energy through your spine. As you're doing this, flow forward. You're undulating the spine as you're rounding here. Just stay connected to your breath. Inhale forward through the nose. Exhale, round back. Go ahead and come here. Come back to center for a moment. Just pause. You can shrug your shoulders. And we're going to change that. So we're going to exhale. We're going to ask, excuse me, we're going to inhale back, round, round, round. That's an inhale. And then as you go forward, that's an exhale. So inhale round. Exhale forward. Just shifting it up. Can you do that? Inhale round. Exhale forward. So it's just a little different, right? Inhale round and exhale forward, rolling around in that spine, getting a little warmth to flow through the body, opening yourself up. Good. And then start to slow that down and release. A little movement here of the head and neck, little rolls of the head. You can take the left ear to the left shoulder. Just pause there. Drop the left hand down. You can grab your seat if you have that. And then take that right arm way up and over, a big side bend here. You can look down. That'll stretch the neck. Use gravity to help you do this stretch through the side body. You can look down and then maybe spin your chest and look up to the sky and open up the shoulder. You can move the wrist around as you're doing that. A little swirl and twirl of your wrist. Press down into the ground and up you go. Reach your arms all the way up. Deep breathing. Again, soft head and neck. Drop the right hand down onto the ground. The left arm goes way up and over, and look down for a moment. Deep breathing. You can feel the stretch through the side of your waist up into your ribs. Look down. Deep breath. Empty it out. And then start to turn the gaze up towards your top of your arm there, lifting your chin, your chest. Everything can spin up towards the ceiling. Go ahead and come back to the center. Come back to the center. Swirl and twirl some more in the wrists. Just opening up the hands, and then a little shake, shake, shake out. And shrug your shoulders. We try to warm the body, especially if you're practicing. I hear it's quite warm up north, so folks have their air conditioners on. If that's your case, you can warm your body. If that's not, work a little softer maybe. If you feel like you're warming yourself up. We're going to transition up to stand. So go slow. And as you're doing that, I'm moving my props away that I have here. You need nothing for this, but your body. If you want to work in bare feet, I recommend that. I highly recommend that. It's really good for your toes. So you can take your socks off and just stand with your feet underneath your hips for a moment. Palms out to the side and just a little movement up onto the balls of the toes and back down into your heels and up onto the balls of your feet, your toes that are working there. And do that a few times, just kind of rocking, rolling yourself up and back and up and back. Grounding ourselves down. It's very, very helpful. The body feels good when we actually know where we are in space. The feet are very important for that. Reach your arms all the way up. Lift, your palms are facing forward, reach, and then sweep the arms out to the side, opening up your heart. Bend your knees. We're taking a gentle forward bend here. Long spine on the way down. Let the head relax. Deep breathing in and deep breathing out. Go ahead and come up halfway to a nice flat spine. Back of the legs are open. A little sun breath here. Exhale, release it right back down. Press into the ground and rise back up. Take the arms out to the side. That you can use your core to find that work, to find that space. Palms meet at the top in a prayer, and then be intentional about this. Bring your prayer right over your nose, your mouth, and right here back home to your heart. Let's do this again. Inhale up. And you can stretch, right? This is such an opportunity to lift, maybe turn the palms forward and lean back. Keep your belly strong. You don't want to stress the lower back in that opening. Exhale, forward you go, arms way out to the side, long spine, releasing, and letting go. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale it through your mouth, release. Press down to the ground, arms reach to the sides, you go out, you go up, you reach. Pause here, your arms are facing forward, grab hold of your right wrist and take yourself way up and over to the left side. Stretching, opening. Listen, we're gonna bend the knees a little bit. We're gonna pull that right arm forward. You're kind of rounding in the middle of your back and your shoulder area. We're gonna change hands so the grip is now on the left hand. And reach that arm up, and it goes way up and over to that right side. Breathing in and out. Let's do that again. We're going to come to the center. Bend your knees. So you're stretching these back muscles, right? Opening up, core's working. When we get in the center, we switch hands. Use your belly, use your core, and then up you go to the other side, stretching. Listen, we're going to go back up to center. Separate your arms, bend your knees a bit, use your belly, and then just look up to the sky. Your breath is full. Good. And then exhale. The arms can come alongside your body. Stretch and open. Swirl the shoulders up and back and away. Beautiful. Let's take a wide-legged stance now. So make sure that you're safe, whatever kind of surface that you're on here, that you won't be slipping. I happen to be on tile, so I'm pretty sticky in the bottom of my feet. Put your hands on your lower belly. We're going to go forward. So I'm bending the knees and sticking the hips way back, right? So the pelvis is shooting way back. Good for the lower back area. A lot of times when we are a culture of sitting, so many of us have back challenges. Take your arms out to the side and then gently put your hands very lovingly on your lower back and then just melt into this forward bend. So my knees are still bent here. My knees are still bent. My hands are resting on my lower back. And you can start to straighten the legs. As you do that, see if you can balance out the weight distribution on your feet. So you don't want to pitch way forward onto the balls of the feet or pull way back on the heels. You want to keep the weight evenly distributed there. My hands are still on my lower back. You can shake your head yes and no. It is a good stretch for that sacral area, that triangle at the base of the spine. And then gently let your arms dangle. Head and neck are relaxed. Breathing in and breathing out. Now you can move side to side here a bit. I'm straightening my right leg and I'm bending the left, and do this a few times, right? You go to one side or the other. Be really careful for your knees, mindful that the knee as it bends tracks between your second and third toe. Keep your knees safe. Good stretch through your inner thighs here. Breathing deep. Shake your head. You're still in an inversion. You're upside down here. Take the left hand to your right shin, left hand to your right shin. Right arm goes forward first and then up to the sky, a big twist. Open, open, open. I'm going to try to straighten that right leg, get more length through the side body, and then spin the chest and open and feel the breath flowing. Good. Exhale, gently release. Both arms are down. Your head is relaxed. Take a breath through your nose. Empty it out through your mouth. Give yourself permission to let any kind of tension that's in the top of the shoulders or the base of the neck just to be melting away here. Do this again. Inhale. Exhale. Let it melt, moving down your arms into your fingers, right into the ground. Right hand to left shin. Right hand to left shin. Left arm goes forward first, so you get a nice length from your hip joint all the way up to the fingertips, and then spin and twist and open and breathe in and breathe out. The gaze can go up to the sky here. I actually get to see the sky where I'm practicing. Exhale, gently release and let go. Head and neck are soft. Bend your knees and gently bring your hands on top of your thighs. Now here we're going to stay in this position just a bit more for the lower back. We're going to round, right? Like we did in the beginning in our seat, rounding chin to chest. Exhale, go forward. You can do that through your mouth. Inhale, round. Breathe in, bring your navel to your spine. Do this again. Exhale, forward through the mouth and inhale, round. One more, exhale, forward and inhale, round. Good. Well, keep your chin down. You can begin to straighten your legs and then gently roll yourself all the way back up. Good. Standing tall here in Tadasana. Stay here for a moment. Palms out to the side, just standing tall. This in itself is just such a really beautiful balancing posture. You're just here upright. Close your eyes for a moment. Take it all in, this moment, right? This mindfulness moment. Breathing in and out. Good. Let's take a seat. We can all sit in a chair here. Right, you sit up onto your seat at your desk, and we'll do a little hip work, right? Try to open up. This is all very helpful also for the lower back. So first put your hands on your thighs and give your thighs a little bit of a massage. Your heel of your hand is moving up and down the thigh, up and down the thigh. Good. Let's hug the right knee into your chest. Lean back. Take a moment. You can move the ankle joint. So just kind of swirling, twirling. These postures that we're doing are all based on yoga postures. And one of the things that I really adore about yoga, hug that knee back in. And then we're crossing ankle to knee. Keep the right foot flexed. Keep the right foot flexed. Is that it really is whole body, right? So I'm very connected here to that left foot as it's rooted down into the ground. At the same time, I'm very aware of what's happening here in the joints. The hip, the foot is very flexed. The knee is just very carefully aligned. Your knee might be up a little bit if the hip is tight. That's absolutely fine. You can breathe into that and relax into that and maybe begin to sit a little bit more upright as you're here. Breathing. Take the hands back behind you. So I'm just kind of grabbing the base of the chair there. Draw your shoulder blades together. Look up. Your chin is open. Deep breathing in and out. And then exhale. Drop your chin to your chest. Keep your arms back behind you and see how far you can hinge forward at the waist. All right, so I'm hinging here at the waist. I'm not kind of curling into my rib cage. It's not important how far down you come. You might come an inch. You might come, I don't know, maybe 3 or 4 inches. Maybe half an inch is enough for you. Wherever you are, all right, drop your head. Good stretch through that right hip, feeling that, breathing in, breathing out, inhaling and exhaling. Good. And we're going to sit back up. Put your hands on the base of the chair, on the seat of the chair, stabilize through the left leg and extend that right leg forward. We're going to keep it lifted today. Make sure that you're stable if your chair hopefully is not rolling away on you. And then just lift that right leg. Just lift and lift. Keep it straight. Interlace your hands back behind your left thigh, or I'm sorry, your right thigh. Sit nice and tall. And then any amount forward, we're going to hinge again. Any amount forward, that leg stays straight and lifted. Feel the breath. We're gently going to drop that right foot down and then continue that journey forward, right? That little forward bend here, hinging. You probably feel that in the back of your hamstring, maybe over into the glutes, maybe up into that lower back area, and breathe. Good, and then gently come back up. The right foot drops down onto the ground. You're very rooted there. Left knee comes up. You can move it around a bit, hug it in. Breathing, let's roll the ankle. Again, whole body here, just to get a little flow of energy into the body. And then ankle to knee, foot is flexed. Sit comfortably, wow, right? Rooting down. Again, this leg might be a little bit lifted. Maybe that hip is a little bit tighter here, fine. Just breathe into it. Keep that left foot flexed. And then eventually you're going to take the forward bend, right? You're going to go in any amount. I'm putting my hands back behind me again. It keeps me a little bit more honest with it. I have a tendency to round forward. If I keep my arms back here, the chest opens and you get a good stretch over and into that left hip, into the buttocks, into the lower back. This is all a connection there. Breathing in, breathing out. Go ahead and gently come up, Use your breath, interlace your hands back behind your thigh there for a moment and extend that leg forward. It's lifted, right? You're gonna lift it up. You can help with your hands. Lift and lift and lift. Use your breath. Collarbones are open, core is open, and then gently release that foot down. The heel of that left foot is down on the ground. Let's take the hands back behind us again. This left leg is nice and straight and then flowing forward, hinging right out of the waist. So you don't want to crunch forward any amount forward, any amount, just opening up that sciatic area, that sacral area. Oh, I feel a little tingling down the back of my hamstring here. Finding your breath, opening up. What sensations do you feel? What do you sense in your body? Maybe you feel it in your toes. And gently lift yourself back up. We'll do one more posture here. So I'm going to sit pretty wide with the legs. So you have this nice open space here. Feet are on the ground, so you're nice and rooted there. Lifting, try to lift out of your pelvis. You might even reach your hands around the rib cage here. Make sure you're stable on your seat. Deep breathing. See if you can breathe into the sides of your hands, expanding the ribs side to side. Feel your shoulder blades opening up. So you're big and spacious here. Take your arms and open them up into a big X. Lean back into this. And we're going to flow forward, bending, hinging at the waist, reaching, reaching, reaching. You can come down into the forward bend. Let the head go. Breathing. So I have my hands on the ground. If your hands don't reach the ground, fantastic. It's okay. You can put your hands on your shins or wherever. Even rest your forearms here on your knees to take the forward bend. We're upside down for a moment. Shake your head, yes. Empty. So again, it's about moving energy in your body. You're trying to move things around a bit. We're mostly upright through most of our day. Breathing, let go, feel the blood coming into the head, neck area, your mouth and jaw are relaxed. Deep breaths in and deep breaths out. And then gently, gently roll yourself all the way up. Keep your chin nice and soft and relaxed. Shrug your shoulders and go ahead, and we will come to a seat. We're going to sit for a mindfulness meditation. We're going to start with the breath practice. So I'm kind of preparing again. I enjoy sitting on the floor. You can stay in your seat, absolutely positively. Make sure that you're stable there, that you have your feet rooted on the ground. You might sit forward a little bit on your chair so that you don't have to lean back, that you invite the integrity of the spine to be awake and here, and find the place that is comfortable for you, right? Spine is upright. You can shrug your shoulders a bit, relax through the head and the neck, and your hands rest first on your thighs and begin to close your eyes. Just soften here for a moment. Awake and aware in this moment. In this moment, pay attention to your breath. Feel it coming in and out of your nostrils, and then do pay attention to the palm of your hands. Might feel the gentle weight of your hands resting on your thighs. You might feel the warmth of your fingers. Just paying attention. We have this beautiful, beautiful body to bring us to moment. When our attention is focused inward, first, the body itself, what a wonderful place to arrive. The breath. Now feel the breath as it moves into your body through the nostrils, down into the lungs. You might, with your awareness, follow your breath. You might feel the sensations in your spine and maybe in the legs or your feet. And then just, again, take a moment to check in. Do you feel any kind of obvious tension? I noticed that I was gripping at my shoulders, trying to let my arm bones get very heavy. The elbows draping off of the shoulders. The hands gently resting. Notice if there's any obvious tension in your hips or your lower back, and see if as you release your breath, you can invite that intention, that tension to move out, releasing. So in the seat of meditation, the body is very, very relaxed. The engagement is only through your center, your core holding you upright, your spine open and spacious. And the rest of the body relaxed in this moment, relaxed in this moment. And this practice today, this mindfulness practice, if a thought comes in, simply let it go, right? Send it on its way. Just acknowledge it and let it go. Don't go in for the story. Just notice the thought and let it move away and then return back to your body. Perhaps notice a sensation or return back to the breath itself, light and energy that flows in and out of your being, your body. And you're just resting in awareness. You can hear what's around you. Even with your eyes closed, you can see in and out. Notice taste in your mouth. The scent of the room. And then again to the body. This is a moment of mindfulness. Bring your attention and awareness just to the palms of your hands, resting on your thighs. With your awareness, notice the tips of your fingers. Feel the fingers. Just notice. Bring your awareness to the soles of your feet and to your toes. Now start to move the toes and move your fingers very gently, very softly. Return to your breath. So the inhalation entering your body. Just notice the release, the spaciousness on that exhalation. Go ahead and bring your hands together now, bringing the palms to touch in a prayer right in front of your heart center. Deep breathing and take a moment to be grateful for your healthy body. And to be grateful to yourself and your colleagues today for taking this mindfulness moment break in your day, for sharing this practice together. Take a deep, clear breath in. As you exhale, go ahead and drop your chin. Send that gratitude out into the world. Take another full breath in. And empty, empty, empty it all. Release your hands. Go ahead and lift your chin. And namaste to you all. I wish you a beautiful, beautiful rest of your day. If you do have any questions, please feel free to stay and chat with me, or if you would like to send me an email, I do these recordings and I put my email address in there. I'm happy to hear from you all. So thank you so much. You can feel free to unmute yourselves if you wish, and enjoy your day.